Hi, welcome to our audience. We are here with episode 3 of What We Do We Want. Talking to our besties, as you know, and we were talking when we were together New Year's. I'm in Florida, she's in
Las Vegas.
Sin City.
Yep.
And we were talking and we said we should do a little series of podcasts or a little online show or talking about living single. And we want you to join in as well. We are talking about what it is living single here in these streets, being a mature grown ass woman, trying to an independent woman with your own house, your own house, my own car, all that stuff. And trying to find love and trying to find that last love for me. Last love. I don't know about you, Tasha.
I'm looking for my forever love. I'm
Mm.
trying to go on my last real
Mhm.
adventure looking for my partner. I hope I find
You
him.
have time.
I do have
Mhm.
time, but look, 13 years I'm ready to find him. I've got patience, but this is the year that I'm not going to sit back and I'm not waiting on him no more. I'm going to have him. I'm
Well,
going to find
that's
him
funny
and I'm
when you
not going to stop.
wait a minute. The funny when you wait. I had a friend at one time that she was single a while out in our 20s even, and she was like, "I'm gonna wait for God to send me somebody." She still ain't married. So anyway,
No, I'm
I
going to get what I want.
Me too. I'm not gonna, I'm actually I'm dating with intention and all of that. So, what we did when we first started out, we said, okay, we know we always talk about what we want. So we did what we called the 5 love languages quiz. And we figured out what our 5 love languages is in episode 1 of our series.
Go back and
Tasha,
watch
do you
it.
remember what your number 1 was?
Yes, quality time.
My number 1 was physical touch. So
That's my number 2.
I need quality time is number 3. I need physical touch. So anyway, I don't know if that means, but anyway, we did that. We determined what we wanted, and we're gonna fine tune that. And in episode 2, we looked at what we said we wanted, and actually looked at our little high standards that we have. So high standards
versus compromise.
Yeah, and we kind of looked at some of the standards we are and some of the stuff that we have put, we like that we gotta have in a man, and some of that is kind of superficial. I kind of realized after I thought about it, after we talked about it on last Saturday, Tasha, I don't know about you, but I realized that
Oh yeah, I've been really evaluating my life
I'm looking for
lately.
an OG that knows how to got swag and all that, and that shit don't mean nothing when it comes down to paying bills and being there to support me and love me, and if I get sick, making sure I'm okay. Those are the
Look,
things that
I
you're
want
looking for in a
right.
mate. And
I
I
don't
want to
want
do the same
somebody.
for my mate. So I don't want him to look at how cute I am right now and realize that I might have a allergic reaction to something and my face might blow up like it does sometimes. So
Look,
saying
one
all
day
of
we're
that,
gonna look homeless. We don't always look like this, okay? There is days that we're gonna get up and we're gonna be in
like, wait a minute.
we're gonna have an episode what we really look like some days. Yeah, look, I'm
I
telling
don't
you.
know. Wait a minute. I'm disclaimer. I ain't gonna look homeless. I might look like I just came over off the ship.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me tell y'all. She was out here for New Year's. She did not have her luggage. So I got some pictures.
Oh, no, please no. So anyway, that's it. So this is episode 3. We're building our little series here, and episode 3, we're going to talk about the 3 changes within ourselves, because now we know what we've kind of fine-tuned a little bit better what we want and looked at our compromising things and the standards we want to keep. Because also when going through the standards, there are standards that I know that I want to keep, and that is I don't want no 60-year-old man that don't know what the hell he's done for a living or what he's done in life, and he's humming and humming and don't have a car and all that shit. You got to have your shit together. That's drop dead. That is not something that I am going.
No, I'm not compromising on
because
that.
I got my shit together. I'm or at least trying to get my shit. I do have my shit. I mean,
you're not showing up and you get dropped off from Uber or getting the bus to my house or meeting me at wherever for that date.
Yeah, so that's so anyway, we're gonna go into now those things that we have the 3 changes we want to institute immediately. What are the things that we want to do different to get a different perspective on a mate, because we realize, and as we talk, that we may be missing out on potential mates because of the standards we have and all the gotta haves and must haves and our 5 must haves, and all that thing. So there's got to be three things we got to be willing to change about ourselves, or at least look at differently from a different perspective.
That is true. And I'm bad about, like, somebody will want to go on a date and want to go right now, let's meet for a meet and greet. Oh no, I've got an excuse. We're not about to meet and greet today. We're not about to meet and greet tomorrow. I need a few days to think, do I even want to meet you before I'm even gonna, someone want to just jump to it. I'm supposed to be more spontaneous and say, let's go do this. And
you've already thought that out, and
yes, I've really been thinking it through. It's partly the reason I'm single is by choice, but also as I sit here and tell them, nope. I come up with 100 excuses as to why I'm not going to go meet them. And I do. And I will sit here and say, oh yes, we're going to meet. And right before it happens, I'm like, do I really want to meet this person? Am I even interested in them really? And I will sometimes cancel that date. No. I'm about to go. I'm about to do this. You watch. I'm finding what I want. Watch me. We're going to be talking about it soon in some episodes, series ahead. Oh yeah, they're going to get quite interesting.
Well, that whole thing about, that must haves and all that, because, I'm like you. I'm now, like I said before, I'm on the prowl. And being on the prowl is different than just, that I'm dating with intention. So I'm not going to change that either. I know that I'm dating to find a mate. I'm not dating for a friend, because I don't need no damn friend. I got so many friends, male and female friends, that love me and that I love, and in various phases of my life, that I need that mate. I've got so many good things happening to me right now, and I really don't have that mate that I can share it with, because that's
right.
Yes, I have you. I have my besties.
Right.
I have
but
my
it's
besties,
different.
girls. I got those people that my supporters, and my family and all my children. But I don't have that one-on-one thing that I can
just share that with,
or someone that was selling. And that can celebrate me with me, or I can celebrate with, or I can share my
and then they can share their
exactly.
success with you, and that way I don't know. I want that too. I want that so bad.
And so the some of the things, and like I said, I realize that I am kind of superficial. I ain't gonna lie, because I got like, look, nails, all that, that's just me. I'm glam, and ain't nothing wrong with being glam, and I'm not glam that I can't be natural too, because I am natural. But I'm talking about, I like, I'm not bougie, but I like good shit, and I do that for myself. The good stuff that I want, of course. I'm an independent woman. That's not to be said. That can be pushed to the side. But I really, I want to let go of that that look kind of thing. And that's one of the things that I have determined, and I think I've talked to you about, that I've got to let go of the race, culture, stigma. I don't, I had a really nice Jamaican man talk to me. Well, he said he was, I go, when they say Haiti, Jamaica, Colombia, I'm like, nope. I don't date Hispanics. I don't date white men. I only want a brother that's between 52 and 65 that looks like this.
I'm open to all.
And I love my brothers. Hands up to y'all, but y'all slacking sometimes. And it really is a shame that you are, because I realize there's a lot of us women that are out there. So y'all got choices that are beyond control. And I get it. So y'all do y'all's thing. But I'm starting to get more, I'm very diverse. Hell, half my life is spent with other cultures, other races. I love that, because then I learn, me and you learn so much from each other, as we've grown our friendship and stuff. So that is not the thing. So
I'm open into all. I really am. I'm open to all nationalities and races, except for my own, because I've been crapped on by my own that, I am not. So, when you're open to a white man, I am running from a white man. I don't want one.
You said that before, but
and I stand by that. you
Well,
know,
I'm not just even talking white. I'm talking just culturally different too, because
different. Yeah.
I don't typically, and if a man, a man that is from Kenya or Nigeria or someone usually comes at me, I've always had the stigma, oh, I don't want an African man, and blah, blah, blah. I've got to get out of that stigma and that's true. And I apologize to all of you cultures and races and other cultures and races that I've kind of had that unknown bias. Like it's friendship. I got a good, I've got several white men that are good friends,
Oh
that I
yeah,
love to go
me
to and
too.
talk to, but I would never be attracted to them on that romantically. So I'm going to get rid of that barrier. That's one of my barriers, getting rid of the race
Well, that's
culture,
good.
and
I mean,
so I'm
that's
gonna try it. That's immediately. So so I'm gonna try and do that. So that's one of my things, and that's big. I mean, so for me.
so
So
that's
I'm
one
gonna
of
try
your.
it. Now I'll probably revert back because I've done that before. Said, oh, I'm gonna try it. But I'm gonna really do it with an open mind this time. That may be where my mate, my soul connection is, because I like a soul connection with my mates. And so
Right.
so.
Yeah, you got to have that soul connection. Well, another one of mine was, the one was spontaneous, and my other one is be more responsive because look, sometimes I sit here and talk about you need to communicate. Well, hell, I don't even respond sometimes.
Girl,
I'll just ignore you altogether. And
well, it's not an
and
ignore. I'm just too busy sometimes, and
well, that's the
and
reason, but they don't get
and
that.
well, yeah, because I'm, working
But I
for
need, but you know what? I can't make
business
that. I
friends.
have to make, if I'm looking for that mate, I got to start being more responsive. So I
Just
gotta make
trying
time. I can't use being busy. If I want it,
to.
I've got to make time for it,
That's
or
right.
it's not
Well,
gonna happen,
well,
So I gotta work it into that busyness.
well, and see, I got to practice what I preach, because as a coach, and a consultant and a coach on in my business world, in my world life, sometimes I'm practicing what I preach, and that's, it's funny because we're best friends for some reason. We're both Libras, and that's the thing that I am, because I have been told. I mean, one of the men that I talked about last week, where he's really my quote unquote probably a potential that I could have had right here in my life now. He told me one of the reasons he thought we were never going to be together was because I was too nonchalant. Because
That-
you say
That's true though.
you too busy. I'm like, okay. You say you don't call me, I don't call
For
you.
you.
You say, oh, what oh, nothing. I'm cool. I don't act like I'm interested. And so
Right.
that's exactly what he told me. He said, you are too nonchalant. Because when I said,
Yep,
yeah, I
that's
am busy.
me. I am
He said,
so,
you
we
you
are
said
so
you
much
talk
alike.
that, but you don't, he said you talk that, but you don't do that. And the other, and the funny thing is, physical touch is my number. I think about it. Physical touch is my
Number
number
one.
one love language, but I am not physical. I'm not touchy feely. I don't touch a man unless I'm like there already in that feeling. And
So
when a man touch, I
we
go,
are
ooh.
so much alike
So
on that. And those are things we both need to work on.
and not definitely, but especially like I said, being more responsive. I am hugely busy. And that's not it. Like you said, that is not excuse, because I, as Tony Robbins, my strat, and I'm a student, Tony, and he says in his time of your life, well, you focus on what you focus on is what your attention goes. What your attention goes is what you focus on, and that's what will come to you. We all know that. But it also does is that you categorize your time, and you can make that time. So I've been doing better. I've gotten a lot better in the last couple of weeks, like this. I checked my little messages. I've been kind of being responsive, but
Yeah, I've been responsive
I've
this
only
time.
been responsive to the ones that I'm interested in.
Yeah, me too.
The
There
ones
is
I'm
a few.
proud for.
I have been more responsive this week, but I'm going to start. And one of my third things, I guess, maybe will help me would be if I start making the first move too.
And that's the
I
same
sit
thing.
back. I sit back and just let them always make that first move, and it is what it is. And if they don't say nothing, then bye. And that's sort of what you just said, and that's mine, is and
That's the same thing I do.
I'm quick to not respond to them first, or I mean, I don't even say, hey, I wait for them to say, hey.
Well, you know what? This is what I said, and this is what exactly what I said in mine because I made notes. Because I said, make the first move with stuff with substance. Be more free, get your groove back, and get your vibe back. Because back in the day when I was on the prowl before, I've not been on the prowl in 20 years, and 20 years is when I met my last love. And we went through a 20-year relationship. It's closed. We both are moved on, and I'm ready for that next love. But I had my groove back then. I was cute. I was independent. I had my stuff, and I remember when I was approached, when he approached me and said, "Where's your better half?" I said, "I don't need a better half. I'm whole all by myself." Boom, and I had that groove, and I don't care who came at me. I knew what to say, and those that was interested, and I was interested, and I mean, my 40th birthday party. I had a 40th birthday party where I had all the men that I was dating coming through, and some of them were there at the same time. And my sister was like, "I can't believe you pulled this off," because I had my groove back then. So I'm gonna get my groove.
Right.
And then, and granted, I ain't got, now let me tell y'all, disclaimer, I wasn't screwing all in men. They was just friends and people that I was interacting with just to find out if they could be my group. But believe it or not, they weren't even the one I ended up with as the in a true relationship with. But I'm telling you, I had a groove back then, and I'm gonna get that
Right.
groove
And
back. I'm gonna be more fun and more spontaneous and
I
more.
think we just,
And spring is coming. I got my wardrobe together already.
you're
So I can
ready.
be cute. I found the barber that is badass. Because check out the heat. So I'm gonna be on
Carm
the
is
phone.
ready. She is ready.
Yeah, I'm in Tampa, girl, and one of the things they have here is what they call Gasparilla. Tampa is a city that is known that the pirates came here and invaded, where the pirates showed up supposedly. I don't know if it's real or whatever, but they all into the pirate shit. So they have this it's not like it's almost like
Where
Mardi Gras
does it start?
thing. And we're doing Gasparilla, where next weekend is the Gasparilla parade. That's it.
Oh, that's
Today's
cool.
child parade. It's a child's parade on one weekend, where it's a family day. Today I ain't going down over all that mess. But the next weekend down there at Ybor, the party portion of Tampa, they have the party
You
part.
need
The
to come out
party.
in May. We needed to go to
I'm doing
Lovers
that.
and Friends.
Oh God, yes. See, girl, I'm
We
telling
need
you,
to go to
I'll be on the
Lovers
prowl.
and Friends. That's what we need to do.
I'm actually, I'll shortly be, I'm working my way to complete self-employment, and I'll be virtual, I'll be remote, so I can be wherever. So and the other thing that I'm going to change, although it's not a third thing, but I go back and forth with this, is whether I'm going to be willing to stretch out outside my local area, because I've got this on my profile. I wanted somebody within an hour because I really want to get to know you. It's hard to get to know somebody if you're not local.
Local.
But knowing that I'll be totally virtual here shortly, and the things that are going on in my life, maybe I can. I like you enough. I can go work there, gonna be over there, do my thing for a couple of weeks. You can come over here, whatever. So I'm gonna be open to whatever. Oh, but as long as it's for me, I'm not now like, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I've been
I ain't
thinking
gonna
about
be at the
that too.
swingers club, or I'm not gonna be up there in Caliente. There's a spot in Caliente in Florida where there's the nude beaches and the nude resorts called Caliente. And I ain't gonna be all up in there, but I am gonna get out, be more free, more fun, because I've kind of lost my fun, I think, my zest. So the
I
zest
have
is
too.
back.
And look, I just seen
The zest is back.
some places the other day. I said, "Oh, they got live entertainment now. Let me go. I'm just gonna start going checking there out." And they're not too far around the corner from me. And I'm like, every Friday and Saturday night they've got live entertainment. And I said, I'm
Well,
gonna go see what's
well,
popping up over there. And
exactly.
I got to get out of this house, and I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna find what I'm looking for online. And I got to get out and see. Look, I might find him in a grocery store. So
Exactly. Go to Home Depot, shit.
look, no, I don't know about Home Depot.
Well, you know what? Now, let me tell you something
Because
that's
most of
big.
if I see him at
Let
Home
me
Depot,
tell
he's
you.
looking for work.
And yeah, well, when no, I'm talking about somebody at Home Depot buying shit for their house that they got.
Oh yeah, inside.
Girl, no. Oh, girl, I ain't that crazy. You see, no. Anyhow, they're like here in Tampa, cigars are big because Cuban, it's a
Oh,
Cuban,
right.
this is where the Cubans landed and all, and it's fun. And that's where like Ybor, where this parade is next weekend. It's the Gasparilla. The pirates will invade the city next weekend, and they have these crews, and these are clubs where people they do this stuff, and they have these big old parade floats, and it's party, girl. They each float is a party, and they throw the beads, and you can drink all day. People be passing out drinks because there's like, they have, it's just fun, big fun. So anyway, I'm just saying cigars are big. And as I come down, I just moved to the area I am 3 or 4 months ago, and usually I go work, go in and go sipping. I saw there's a place called a Cigar Cave, and then I'm gonna go check out this week. That's gonna be my outdoor adventure for this week. It's called a Cigar Cave, and it's right down the street from my house, and it looks cool. And then and then I was driving down the street the other day, and I found this jazz kind of outdoor kind of place to look like a restaurant kind of stuff. So I'm on the prowl.
Yeah, that's gonna be me. I everywhere I'm going lately, I'm looking like.
So now we've got some things we're gonna do differently. Huh?
Yeah, because I don't know. Like I said, I am gonna be on the prowl looking on the outside like you are. Because look, we're gonna have to talk about some of these profiles.
Girl, so
they
okay,
girl.
so okay, so we need to have not 3 things we're willing to do differently and to compromise for. It's like 4. That 4th thing is we're gonna get out and be on the prowl.
Yeah, be out on the prowl.
So now that we
stopped for so long.
We're gonna institute this week, so that next week when we go, when our next, we want y'all to, follow along with us, and also because our next episode is episode 4 of the series is setting our intentions, putting a plan in place, setting intentions, and getting that going exact, I don't want somebody with blue shoes on and all that, but getting specific, knowing what we're doing and setting our intentions for this journey, and finding joy in the journey. As I always have to remind
gotta be joy in what you do.
Joy in the journey, make it fun. And so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make my dating life fun. Like I said, I got my little wardrobe together.
Look, if you can't make it fun, it's got to be fun, and you cannot make it stressful. And then if you start talking to somebody and it starts to become stressful, then you already know that's not the one for you. We gotta move on. And look, but
it'll be easy.
Let me tell y'all about this one.
But the thing is though, before you say that, the thing is, when you put your plan in place, and and your mind is set and you're focused, just like with anything else, that's what's going to come to you. So if you get to that, that's where this setting the intentions is going to come into play. And then by the end of this, we're going to have our intentions, and we're going to be able to put this out into the world and say, this is what we want. And then we can start figuring out so that, so this is good. We thank y'all for playing a part of this episode of those things. And we're going to let you know what happens, because we're going to do it. But now it's time for our favorite part of the stuff.
Oh, yes. Here's to the favorites.
We're going to go on to our dating profiles of the week.
Yeah. This is what's made me think that I definitely got to get out more, because I cannot do this. Let me tell you about the Andre the Giant lookalike. He done come out and done busted out his shirt. This guy is, I don't know, he's probably 6 foot 10.
But I'm not, why you
and wait a minute, girl, he had no shirt on. He got hair all the way down to his butt, and a beard just as bad, and greasy looking and everything. And he's just looking for his match. Well, I'm not your match. But wait a minute. What about the one that I sent you that's sitting on the toilet? His profile picture.
He is definitely in jail. That's a jail photo.
And he got a hospital gown on.
Let me tell you. Well, what about Mr. Very laid back, to socialize with females, enjoy fishing, outdoor fishing, FISSION. Damn. Come on, brothers.
Go get me some fish.
Everything. Okay, wait a minute. I always try to give.
I need some fish.
Well, I'm also, how I always try to give tips profile tips to the brothers or to the men. And men, if you're watching and you really wanted to look for a woman, and it got a little bit about her, number one, spell check. So what you do is you write your profile in Microsoft Word. You might write it in Microsoft. You give it to somebody else to spell check if you don't. But if you know computers, write it in Word, do the spell check, then copy it and paste it into the website. So you know that fishing don't spell Fission. No. Please, Lord have mercy.
Because you need some fish.
Hey.
FISS.
I mean, come on now. But crazy. But yeah, I'm looking at the one with the
Yeah, that one.
the chest, that chest photo is just crazy.
And then the one that was busting out of his shirt.
What about the one that said, then I said the one I was thinking about, oh Lord, now, okay. But I also had some couple.
Then I had one, wait a minute, he done pretty much had a ring on my finger and he couldn't even communicate. He done told me his whole bio. After he told me his bio, he's been working.
Right.
Right. He done told me the entire everything. I responded to him, okay? Because I'm thinking, oh, he's not too bad. Girl, ever since I responded, look, that man done. He works 2 jobs and he's out of state on a death for a funeral, but he's working there for 2 different jobs, Applebee's and somewhere else, some more shit he told me. And that he working so much that he cannot call, text, or communicate because he's working or sleeping. What? And he'll be back in Las Vegas in 2 weeks. What the hell? Where do they come up with that shit?
See, that's why you need to change the intention. So with the intention, we will draw to us what we want. And that's the difference. Because that bullshit will go away. But see, no. That's what's going to happen. Because
yes, that's what I'm saying.
The good stuff will come on, because let me tell you, I did get potential. I'm waiting on potential to see what happens with potential, because you remember, I sent you potential.
Oh, yes, no, there is potential right now on my side.
Very nice man, sounds like it.
There's 2 potentials on my side that I'm like,
but this potential, he and he actually even fits my box of physical attraction too. So, ain't nothing wrong with having some physical attraction.
Well, look, wait a minute.
I can't vibe with you if we can't vibe. Man, you know what vibe I'm talking about.
Oh, wait a minute. I gotta ask you.
Gotta have attraction. But
I gotta know in this episode, would Carm date someone shorter than her?
No.
I got one right now, 5'3". He's trying to talk to me.
Wait, and I take that back. There I go. Because I know plenty of women that are very happy with men shorter than them. And
look, I'm about to go on a date with him. He's 5'3". I'm taller than
But see, you can't go. See, but you're gonna open your mind. See, I decided I'm gonna open my mind now. He's got to have other things. If the height was the only thing that really was not,
that was the only thing right now that has got me.
Yes, I would.
The height.
I would at least have a conversation with him to see.
But I'm used to people being 6 foot.
But that's okay. But see, what you used to ain't getting you what you want. So
no, and I'm not dating somebody that's only like 5'5" and 5'6". But
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. But if you get fulfilled, your heart is happy, you're getting the quality time you want, and all the 5 love languages are being met, and you're meeting his, and everything is great. What's the difference on the out? That's
right. You got to start looking inside.
Yeah.
Because we always are reading that chapter from the outside. We need to start reading on the pages. This is what we got to do. We got to open up and start reading what's on the inside.
And then, have conversations, because that's why I said with my third thing that I wanted to change was I want to make, I want to make the first, if I'm going to make the first move or whatever, I'm going to make it with substance, meaning I'm going to have a conversation. I'm going to talk. I'm going to more, instead of just hi, because I'm a famous hi, or somebody say, hey, beautiful, I say thank you, and then that's the end of the conversation, because then I don't even keep the conversation going. I don't even say shit. So, I'm going to be more substantive in my conversations and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens.
Yep, we will see. Because we're gonna be on the prowl.
Lord have mercy. Yeah. So we appreciate you joining us, staying with us this long. We are Living Single with Carm and Tasha. We do this every week, every Saturday, every Sunday. We get together and chit chat about living life with single women. I mean, doing our own thing, but looking for a mate. So
Yep.
we hope you join us next week on episode 4, where we set our intentions and get busy about that intention, set them intentions and figure out that specific thing and figure out how we're going to go about doing it, set the plan.
Like, subscribe, be sure to subscribe so that you get those notifications when we put a new episode up.
All righty. See you, Taj.
See ya. See you next week.